What's up, guys? It's B. Wade. I found 9 players for this college football Saturday that you need to lock in. And what we do here on this channel is I walk you through each player and explain to you the stats, the data that kind of backs the reason why I want to take them. And ultimately, you're putting in your entry, so I let you decide. But I put in 2 different slips. We have a 5 and a 4 man. You see this on our screen. This was last Saturday. This is the only pick I gave out for last college football Saturday, and we nailed it for 15x. Every single guy on the screen right here covered by at least 50 yards, which is insane. We could have boosted all of them and probably made this like a 120x play, but either way, make sure to subscribe to this channel, guys. YouTube took down my old channel, so I just had to start fresh. It is what it is, not really sure why, but if you're not subscribed here, make sure to subscribe. We have been printing money over the last few weeks here, and I'd love to help you make money too. So, I'm going to walk you through these picks. There is a link down below in the description if you'd like to join my VIP. It's just where I put all of my premium picks, but these picks today are free. I go through these, a few of these videos every day for you guys to show you my favorite picks on the board. So we're going to put this first entry in on Underdog. They're going to double your first deposit when you use code BWADE up to $1,000. You're also going to get a free pick when you first sign up. And if you sign up and use code BWADE, I will give you a free week of VIP. All you have to do is text me. My phone number is below in the description. So just hit me up. I'll hook you up with that. You'll get every single pick I give out for a week straight. Alright, so I'm going to get into it. We're going to start out with the Arizona quarterback Noah Fifita over 249 passing yards. So he's hit this in 3 out of his 5 games this year, right? And you see he missed it against Utah. He hit it. This was a really weird game. They only passed 26 times in this game, which is really low. But this game, they were winning. They wanted to manage the clock, and so that's a big reason why, right, he only threw it 31 times in this game. But more typically, and especially in this game, them being an underdog, which is how they came into this game where he threw for 301, he was an underdog against Texas Tech, and I expect in this game he's going to have to throw the ball quite a bit. They're only 3-point dogs. BYU does have a strong passing defense, but I think he's going to get the volume to be able to pass this line pretty substantially. I expect him to end up somewhere in the 275 to 325 range, which is going to cover this pretty easily. We are pairing this up with his number 1 receiver, McMillan, over 94.5. And you can see really clearly his covers have all coincided with Fifita's covers, right? These 3 games, Fifita covered, and those 3 games McMillan covered. So you're pretty much getting a 2-for-1 by pairing them together. If one of them covers, we're going to get both, and so I put them both together on the entry. Now we're also taking, this just feels like a freebie to throw in there. Why not? Ben Saul's over 7 kicking points. He's gotten at least 8 every game. The Pitt offense has been scoring quite a bit. You see they put up 73 against, I guess that's Youngstown State University? I don't fucking know. But they've been scoring quite a bit, and he has made every field goal so far this year as well. So the fact that he's made every field goal is going to be good for us as far as him getting that extra volume. The coach isn't going to be questioning whether he can make it or not, so we'll get them. And then the fact that he's, they're scoring so many points through touchdowns, he's probably going to get another 4 or 5 just through extra points. So if we can get 1 field goal in this game, I feel pretty good that we're going to cover this. And so he's hit it every game this year. Love this pick. Haynes King for a rushing touchdown. He has rushed for at least 1 touchdown every game this year. NC State defense is nothing to really worry about. They've been pretty soft this year, and I feel great that he's going to get one. This feels like a bargain getting this at even money. And then our last pick on this first entry, we are taking Travis Hunter over 96 receiving yards. He's covered this in every game except for the last one against UCF, where Colorado went up by a lot early, and they didn't really have to push the ball that much. See, he got 9 catches, but a lot of them were shorter. He said they just weren't having to push the ball once they got that early lead. K-State's given up 240 receiving yards a game, so I feel great that Travis Hunter is going to clear this number for us. And so that's going to be our first entry. And coincidentally enough, it's going to be for 15.4x, which is exactly what we went for last weekend on that 5-man. So we're going for 15.4x again. You can see all the plays right here on this entry. Now, before I give you the second pick real quick, if you're not using Daily Grind and you're putting in, more than 10 slips a week, you guys need to check this tool out. It's the best way to make sure that you're putting entries in on the best platform for you. For example, see right here on Dabble, Lenora Sellers, his passing yards is at 170, whereas he's priced between 158 and 160 on these other 4 major books, right? We're looking at FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, Bet Online, and we can get him at 170, which is a hard fade when you get an extra 10 yards on a player. And so you can utilize this in that way where you can compare lines across the board and take advantage of discrepancies. It aggregates millions of data points. It also has an AI slip generator, which does that in a really large scale. Ooh, and I'm going to put this in right now. It has one touch entries on PrizePicks, so you just click that. It brings it up, and it puts the whole thing in for you. And I'm just going to enter that right now. I make typically around $100 to $200 a weekend just on those picks alone. So if you guys check out dgfantasy.com, use code BWADE, and they're going to give you 25% off. It is definitely worth it if you are putting in a good amount of these slips. The return on investment will be substantial. Now, the second pick I'm going to give you is on Dabble, and we're going to do Dabble for 2 reasons. One, they're going to give you $25 for free when you sign up, so that's absolutely free money. You just sign up, use code BWADEPICKS, and they put $25 in your account. You don't even have to make a deposit. And the second reason we're using Dabble for this entry is that Dabble doesn't penalize you for correlated picks. For example, when you use a quarterback wide receiver combo, which is what we did a ton last year. We're still doing it. For example, Fafita and McMillan, this is considered a correlated pick, right? They are correlated together. PrizePicks, for example, decreases your payout when you do that. They still allow you to do it, but they'll decrease your payout. Same with Underdog. Better won't even allow you to do it. Some platforms, I think Sleeper might not allow you to do it. Not only can you do it on Dabble, but they don't change your payout. So that is the place to make correlated plays if you're able to. And that's what we're putting in here today. So take advantage of that free $25 and make sure to check on Dabble when you do correlated plays because it is the best place to do them and get your maximum payout. So we're going to start out with Jackson Dart over 284 passing yards. He's cleared this in every game but one against Kentucky. That Kentucky defense is stout. That was the upset. They lost. But Kentucky's defense, I mean, they almost beat Georgia. They held Georgia to like 13 points, I think. And they're going up against LSU, who's giving up 236 a game to average passing offenses. Mississippi is not an average passing offense. They went for 370 or more their first 3 games. Granted, they weren't against great teams, but Jackson Dart and those wide receivers are studs. South Carolina's a really strong defense as well, and they went for 285 on them. So I feel good about that. And now these next 3 plays are all going to be correlated. So we're taking Kyle McCord over 313. He's hit this every game this year. See here. I mean, he went up against UNLV last week. UNLV was supposed to be this stout defense that, was carrying them into the top 25 and was supposed to, be super impressive. And McCord just went and threw for 355 against them and beat them in overtime. NC State, decent. They haven't played a ton of great competition, giving up 216 a week, but McCord's going to throw for probably about 330 to 350 in this game. And so we're taking one of his wide receivers and one of his tight ends. So we're taking Aronde Gadsden. His tight end went for $142 last week against UNLV. He had a couple, I'm not even sure, to be honest, what happened here in the middle. But he started the year great, 108, 93. The Stanford game, Stanford just shut him down. This Holy Cross game, I'm assuming they probably just didn't really need him. Holy Cross is kind of a joke of a program. And then UNLV, which was a huge game for him, he came out with 10 catches for 142 yards. So we only need, I think, 55 yards out of him in this game, which, when you look at these three big games, and this is going to be a big game for them, they need to win this. They still have a shot at the college football playoff if they finish the season well. So they need to win this game. And then we're taking his number one wide receiver, Trevor Pena, over 64.5. Again, he didn't really do anything against Holy Cross either, just because they didn't need him. But he's covered in every other game. And so that is what our entry is going to look like. We have Jackson Dart and then Kyle McCord and his two main targets, Gadsden and Pena. And we're getting a full 10x on that. If you put something like this in on PrizePicks, you'd probably get about 5 to 6x for it. So there's a huge advantage to using Dabble with correlated plays. Make sure to take advantage of that free money on Dabble. Also, sign up with Underdog, take advantage of their free money, and take advantage of the free week of VIP that I'll give you. Look, if you guys are curious about VIP, and unfortunately, all of my testimonial interviews got deleted with my old channel. I still had a couple on my phone, so you can check these out. There is a a playlist called Testimonials on my channel. Listen to that if you're curious about what VIP looks like. But and then if y'all would like and subscribe as well, I would really appreciate it. It takes 2 seconds, but it helps me to get this channel going again. It was definitely a hit when YouTube took the old one down. We're trying to get going. So I appreciate you guys watching this channel. It means a lot to me. I know there's a lot of people you guys could watch, but I like to believe it's because we make money here, and I am as transparent as can be. I'm not over here selling you dreams. We're actually making money. So I appreciate you. Let's make some money.